So you know I got to lean in.
Hey, Tonio.
Hey, Sammy. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Did we lose the captain of the ship?
Think we did.
Here
Okay.
I am. Sorry, y'all. Hey to the people. Hey, everybody. Hey, Antonio. Hey, Sammy. How y'all doing?
Doing good, doing good.
How are you?
I'm gonna be all right if I get my camera to work, child. Listen, we've been doing pretty good without me having technical difficulties, and so get over it, fans, viewers, whatever you want, subscribers. What do we call the leaners? The leaners.
The
Give me a
leanette,
break. Cut me some slack. Is that what they're called? The leaners and the leanettes.
the leaners and the leanettes.
Yeah. the leanettes. Um, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to the Married in Medicine Review Part 2 for the reunion. Jasmine and Dream will be here tonight, so be on the lookout for them. They'll be popping in when they get here. And before we get started, I want to thank everybody for making last week's episode such a success. It's our highest rated episode of the season at 1.5 million viewers. And hopefully we can get 2.5 on this one. But again, thank y'all for loving on us in the show. We appreciate it. Now, you guys mentioned Captain earlier, right? Well, it is our very own Captain Tay, Cap Tay. Shantae, as you all know her, it is her birthday today. So y'all, we want to go ahead and give a shout out to the Cap. Shout out to Shantae.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday to you,
Shantae.
Happy
Shantae.
birthday.
Yes.
Birthday.
And
Shantae.
speaking of which, y'all know it took me 5 minutes to get this camera right, so give me 5 more minutes to get this together. But you guys, if you do not know, Shantae does have her own channel where she is the captain for all things creative. She's the captain for creativity, and she is doing a Love is Blind review on her channel. So I have a link. I'm going to drop that link. Hopefully, I did not mess this up because this is a MacBook and it's not Control C. I think it's Command plus V, right? People.
Yeah,
I'm not a
Command.
Mac. I'm a Windows girl, so I couldn't help you with the
Yes,
MacBook.
Command B.
Thank you, friends. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in there because I don't have a production assistant this week. Our six-member Danny is not here with us this evening, but he's here with us in spirit, and I think he's in the group chat as well. That's Shantae's link. It's her birthday. Go over there and run her up. Show her some love. If you like Love Is Blind, go over there, watch all things creative, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into the Married to Medicine reunion. We should be receiving Jasmine soon, so be on the lookout for that. Dream, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
We all right.
Amazing.
Antonio, can you hear me?
I can.
Hey.
Hey, no low budget tonight.
I miss you guys. Can I say that?
Yeah, so you
Yes.
can miss us.
I love when people tell me they miss me.
Yeah.
Do you ever tell them that back, Antonio?
True players don't do that.
Well, I miss you,
Wow.
Dream.
Hey, how the players play all day, okay? With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move right on because we pick up on the Marriage and Medicine reunion with Quad groveling for Dr. Jackie's friendship. Ooh, I couldn't help it. Ooh. All right. So she's speaking with Dr. Jackie during the lunch break, and she admits that, she could have done things better than the friendship. As Dr. Jackie says that when she texts Quad, Quad does not respond. She will call Quad, Quad does not call her back. And she's going to need her to be the type of friend that she wants. Quad was trying to cry, but the tears got stuck. And then she goes ahead and moves on to the next stop, and her Quad she's taking it on tour. She takes it to, I was going to say something, but I stopped it, to the Quad, I'm sorry, tour 2024. And she goes over to Dr. Simone's room where her and Dr. Simone continue to talk. Before that, excuse me, I did want to point out that Dr. Jackie and Quad did have an embrace and they moved forward. So when she goes on the I'm Sorry for 2024 tour to Dr. Simone's room, she says that her and Dr. Simone once upon a time did have a friendship, and due to the tragic incident that happened in her life, they had gotten their rekindled their friendship. And what happened was after that, she then saw everything again with the show. Basically, the girls icing her out and kicking her out of California like they own the state. And she got mad all over again. They had some really great years, and she would like to get that back. And she thinks that they can work for towards doing so. Simone agrees, and Quad pulls in Dr. Simone for a hug. So we're going to talk about this because it was a cliffhanger from last episode. What did you think about the Quad I'm Sorry for 2024 tour? Did the tears get stuck? Do you think that these girls actually want a genuine friendship with her, or just like, listen, girl, at this point, we need you for the show? Whatever, come on back. Like, what are you guys thinking? Dream, what do you think?
I'm here for Quad's theatricals. I feel like that was a complete act the way that she stopped Jackie and was literally she had a moment, but I love Quad for doing that. I really do because I feel like she really takes charge of this show. Quad's winning me over. Can you tell? um, but as far as the friendships, no, I don't think they really want to be her friend. I think that they just are caught or they finally see that they looked bad in the situation, so they're just trying to make up for it.
Okay, Antonio?
Yeah, I agree, especially with the last part. I think that it's almost like they have no other choice. They know what they need to do in order for them to be able to continue to have a good show. And that is, we need to, embrace Quad. I think Dr. Jackie, as usual, was full of cow manure when she was sitting there and she told Quad, I know you're a wonderful person. Yes, she is so wonderful that you thought that she went and leaked a video that could potentially make you lose your job. She is just that wonderful of a person where you thought that she would do and could do that to you. Yeah, that's amazing. You just thought that sitting on the couch, but now she is a wonderful person. That was just crazy to me and very odd. Um, I Quad, it does kind of show that how much of an integral point the Quad is for this group. Because up until this point, the reunion has been about her, which is crazy, being that she was only in about 6 or 7 episodes. Is reminiscent of, RHOA Nini in, some of the later seasons where she was only in a few episodes, but the entire situation was about her, and everyone had a gripe with her. I think Quad did what she needed to do. She played her cards right. I initially wanted her to come in guns blazing and lay everybody out, but Quad, kind of knew, okay, this is how I need to play this hand to be able to secure her check possibly for another season. And I think she did just that. So
I think we have a full house. While the Titanic is getting her shit together, Sammy, what did you think about the Quad I'm Sorry for 2024 tour?
I think it should have started and stopped with Simone. However, she threw the apology out there to Jackie, so it's there. I do think her and Simone's moment was more sincere. I know everybody's screaming like she's just doing it because she wants to check and this, that, and the third. That may be the case. We don't know. But in this moment, what they've been asking, which is for
yeah,
accountability, apologies, she's giving it to them. So
yeah.
stick with that until she shows otherwise. I'm glad I want her and Simone to get their stuff back on track, though. Jackie, I couldn't really care less, to be honest, but I would like for Simone and Quad to really figure it out because it fell apart for no reason, in my opinion.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna just keep it real, keep it funky, 100. I think there's a crock of BS. I think that most importantly, bye. I am most saddened to see Quad on a kiss my ass tour or a kissing ass. She's licking booty. She's on a booty licking tour. I'm not here for it. I don't live. And while it is smart to do so in order to keep your check, it has got to be the most humiliating slice of humble pie for her to do this because at the beginning of the season, she could barely muster up an apology to girls. She didn't think she was wrong. They didn't contact me. I don't contact them. I don't have a problem with Sweet Tea. Two, now I'm going around. I missed you. I want to work on a friendship. I do understand where you're coming from. I was wrong. I needed this. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. And now she's arguing with Sweet Tea. It's basically when she came in, they didn't want to give me my check. I'm here and I'm queer and get used to it. And now that she's back trying to work her way into the fold, she's got another season. She understands that she does have to go along to get along, or it's going to be even tougher for her to maintain in that group, which I think is the biggest crock of BS on its own. So that's totally separate from what's going on here because I don't think that you necessarily have to be best friends with a person to work with them. And at the end of the day, even though that some reason they think that this
Okay.
show,
Oh.
even though they think that this show, huh?
I said, okay. Oh,
Okay, hey. Even though they think that this show is predicated upon us being a group of friends who just so happen to have cameras following us, no, newsflash, it is a television show. You do not have to get along with everybody you work with to that degree in order to make a great television show. And what is crazy to me, we're going to get into it, and I'm shooting my gun early, but she looked an absolute fool up there arguing with Sweet Tea.
Yeah.
Jasmine, please.
Hello,
And she also looked
everybody.
an absolute fool. I'm sorry for licking that booty like she did. She didn't even. Simone didn't even hug her back, and that's when I was like, "They don't like you, girl. You look crazy.
Uh,
This is crazy to me." Simone didn't even hug her back. I do not. Y'all know I'm not Miss Quad #1 fan. I am not the Quad Squad leader. That is Sammy, and that's
Yeah.
okay. We all have what we like, but I hate to see people go out like this. I think she went out sad, in my opinion. And yes, I understand it was a business move, but good lord, how much are they paying, Jasmine?
okay. Hey, you guys. It's been a long time. I miss you.
Hey to the people. Hey,
Um,
girlfriend.
hi. I wanted to just say, Quad's a black ass lie. Okay, she's a black ass lie, and you know that it's no business move worth your. No business move is worth your dignity and pride and all that stuff because soon as all this stuff has been said, she goes on Twitter, she goes on Instagram, she talks crap. She wasn't that mad about Simone talking about that situation, but she went back on there and was agreeing with everyone about it, right? She was so irritated and she's got so much mouth behind the scenes, but she'll go up there and hug. She's crying. There's no tears. There's no tears. How are you crying with no tears? I don't get it. Her eyes are going down. They're squinting. She's dabbing them, but there's no tears. No, I'm for real. So I just really don't. I have always liked Quad. I'm not going to fake the funk. I'm not going to be fake about it. But I feel like even as a fan, you can see that she's going out. She's going out sad. Yeah, the Titanic.
I just want to clarify that going out means you're gone. She's still there.
No, if going out sad means that you're going out sad. It means
She's
that
still
you
there.
are losing your position, you're losing your flair, you're losing your fire, and you're letting someone by the name of a Wendy's drink come in here and rattle you up. So that's the way I get it. She's going out sad. For her to be Miss Quad, she ain't
got
got
it.
it.
She got
She
it.
ain't got it. She's
No, she
losing it.
lost
She
it.
lost
She
it. She
lost
She
lost it.
got it. And
She
see,
lost
y'all want her to
She
be
lost
accountable on all
it.
these
No,
things.
but see, that's
She
the
lost
thing. It ain't
Then
about
when she
nobody
does it,
wanting
it's
her
not
to.
genuine. And if she's going out sad, y'all don't know what
Well,
you.
let me ask you this
Oh, we
question.
do know
Let
we
me ask,
wrong.
Y'all
let me
want
ask
her
you this
there to give
question,
a show,
Sammy.
and that's what she's doing.
Let me
Miss
ask you this
Quad,
You're
Miss
question,
wrong.
Sammy.
Quad, she got
You
it. She
loud, you
got it.
Let me
wrong.
ask you this question, Sammy. Do you see
Yes, ma'am.
tears?
I see the gloss in her eyes just like I do when I see Sweet Tea crying about her endometriosis.
Whoa, wait a minute, Sponge. Wait, listen.
It's the same. It's
That
the same
girl.
pat. It's the
That's
same.
Sammy.
I mean,
So the
hey,
question was a yes or no question,
I
Dr.
see the
G.
gloss in her eyes just like
So,
I see the gloss in everybody else's eyes when they're crying.
so
So
is that a
There's
yes
no
you
or a
don't
difference.
see
no?
it. So you
There's no
don't see it.
difference. You
Okay.
got my answer, baby. You can
Well,
I mean, it was just a
we
yes
didn't
or
get
no.
an
I didn't get it.
answer. We
I
didn't
didn't.
get
I,
an
I heard
answer.
you say
You got it.
endometriosis or something like that, but I didn't hear you say.
You got
Endometriosis.
it.
Okay.
Okay, so we didn't get
Endometriosis.
one. Okay.
You
Okay.
got it.
Say it again.
Let's see who else lacks accountability. We're gonna move right the hell on.
Mm.
Uh, squad #1. All right, we're gonna move
Captain.
on.
I already
Huh?
got
The
tears.
captain.
No, that's Shantae. Happy birthday.
Oh yes, it's her
You
birthday.
It's her birthday. Damn.
It is her birthday today. Yes.
Oh, she's a Pisces.
Yes, she is.
I can tell.
Oh God. Well, Shine bright in my glasses, wet my background dancers, singers. All right. So she wraps up the booty licking tour as she gets back on the stage with the rest of the ladies. And they say that, they are happy that she was able to go ahead and find reconciliation in uh, Jackie and Simone. And then Toya says that, hey, listen, um, she is happy that she was able to go ahead and apologize and take ownership with the ladies. And Quad says thank you to Toya. Bruh, come on!
So you feel like she being a punk? Is that what you're saying?
She's
Is that
a P-O-N-K. She's a
a
punk.
punk? Oh, I don't say that word. I told you.
You robbed that girl house and I ain't apologizing to you. You cheating on your man. I hope both of y'all on the slow fall to hell. Kiss my ass. Where's my check? Because you need me. I don't need y'all.
I thought she said something like, "I'm glad that you
She told her,
realize
"I'm glad that you feel that we're important
that we're."
enough that you want to apologize."
She
Or
said, I
something
wrote it
like that.
down.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why
paraphrasing, but
Toya
verbatim,
responded
she
because
said,
Quad said, I missed some of these relationships. Toya must have
Yeah,
missed
that is
some of
true.
them.
She did say
So I don't
so.
even know why
oh, she
Toya
said something.
responded.
She said so.
She said something. I wrote down verbatim. She said Quad says they were right and she's happy because she misses some of the relationships. Toya is happy. Quad recognizes finally the group means something and wants to apologize. And Quad appreciates Toya for saying that. That's what I said. That was what happened. Booty licking. Um, a season one throwback of Quad and Dr. G is aired in happier times as Dr. G gave her a knockoff dress in a 10-cent dress in a $20 bag. It wasn't Burberry. What was it? Banana Republic.
Banana Republic.
I mean, that's under the same umbrella, right? Banana Republic, Gap, Burberry.
No,
No, sir, bad. No, no, no,
nah,
no.
Okay.
it's of the same letter, like B.
B.
B for Bush is knit. Don't blame it that poor husband, poor
B
husband.
is for banana and B is for
Right. B is for booty licking too, ain't it?
oh my god.
So, so we move on to Sweet Tea, and Andy asks, how does she feel watching that clip and knowing that, she's in that environment? Sweet Tea says that it doesn't faze her one bit because she does recognize that Dr. G has a past. And she moves on. She goes ahead and she talks about having surgery this past August and everything went well for her endometriosis diagnosis. She says that her tubes are clean and her fibroids have been removed.
Oh my god.
Uh, she isn't considered infertile yet, as that happens after 1 year of not being able to conceive after the surgery has been had. Uh, I want to stop right here because that was a big point. Well, no, because it'll be addressed later. So we just move on. So that happens. Andy then asks Quad why he stated that Sweet Tea wore fake designer. And there's a clip from Watch What Happens Live where Heavenly and Quad are there. And Heavenly says that Sweet Tea gets her designer from the African man outside of, I don't know what grocery store it was, outside of the grocery store. I guess out of Buy-Right.
Oh my
Save a
lord.
lot of wherever she gets her meat from, and Food Depot is where it was, I think. If you stay in the A, you know about Food Depot. Food Depot is where she gets her clothing from. And Quad says, listen, that was just the news that slid across her desk. Um, and she has her own set of eyes. And then we move forward to T saying that, it's a lie that she would have ever told Dr. Heavenly that she got bootleg clothes from the knockoff man outside the 50 Cent store. Uh, Quad is also asked about calling Sweet Tea's style jivey, and Quad says that's what she sees with her own two eyes. T wants to know why Quad is checking for her. Quad says she doesn't check for her, but Sweet Tea says that Quad has a lot to say about her on social media. On social media! I put an asterisk right there so I can say it like that. Like, oh my God. Whoa. Ooh, pent up aggression, eh?
Oh
She
my
she looking to
god.
be in a WWE diva.
Grow up.
Social media!
She was trying not to get upset. That's
Too
her
late.
way of calming it down.
Bring it on down. Need you to bring it on down, Godzilla. So Quad says she's not checking for her, but Sweet Tea wants to know if she's moved on. Why does she continue to speak about Sweet Tea? Quad makes it very clear that she is speaking about Greg, and that is her relationship to speak on, and there's nothing that Sweet Tea can do about that. They continue to go back and forth, and it just ends in the back and forth with Sweet Tea loudly letting her know to move
On. Oh, sorry.
on. Uh, Antonio, what you think about Hulk Hogan versus Quad? Um, and what did you think about that whole segment, Quad coming back, the throwback scene, the endometriosis diagnosis? What are you thinking about Sweet Tea segment?
I think that scene was, of course, the producers, they're gonna try to be a little messy. They want to make you uncomfortable. They want to get a reaction. So I thought that because listen, Quad and Dr. G ain't been together in years. Like, why y'all playing this? Don't play this. Why this new wife sitting up here? But nonetheless, I like that the answer that Sweet Tea gave, which is like, hey, it's his past. He has a past. Everybody has a past. We all got a past. We all moving forward in the present. So okay, great. In regards to the Quad and Sweet Tea kind of, I guess, back and forth, like, it's like, Sweet Tea, you have thrown, I actually think, if I remember correctly, I remember Sweet Tea throwing shade first. I remember her even saying when they was doing like a tour of the home, something about she got to get the old or the bad or the evil spirits or something like that out of the house and all of that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I kind of remember her throwing shade first. So you can't, throw your shade, and then when someone throw theirs back, you like, oh, well, you need to move on and stop talking about them. Stop talking about me. And I'm like, no, that's not, how it works. If you want to really have that, that stance, then you don't throw the first stone in the first place. You sit there and you eat your food and you keep it moving. I don't think Heavenly was lying about the knockoff stuff. That's just kind of, we did kind of see her Sweet Tea mid-season. She popped up with some designer stuff. I just felt like, yeah, it's possible that it could be fake. So yeah, I would like to see the ID cards. I would like to know if she has registered it. With those respective designers. So that's just kind of where where I'm at, where I'm at with it. Like, and I think Quad, her saying, "Oh, well, you talk about me, you don't know me." It's like somebody don't have to know you to say you don't have any style. They can just kind of look at pictures or whatever and say, "Hey, I don't really like what's going on." So it was to me a meh. Kind of back and forth, but hopefully they both got the nut off that they were looking for with one another.
What?
The nut.
Ew. Hi, Antonio. I missed you.
Hey,
Okay. Dream, please pamper us with your thoughts.
As far as them showing the clip of Quad and Dr. G in front of Sweet Tea, I mean, play all the clips because Sweet Tea joined Quad's show. No, it's not Quad's show, but Quad was a cast member before her. So she's going to have to feel uncomfortable and see these scenes. Sorry, you shouldn't have joined the show if you didn't want to see them. Other than that, I feel like in this specific situation, Sweet Tea was reaching when she was saying, in my opinion, she was reaching when she was saying that Quad always talks about her, this and that. If she was specifically just talking about Quad mimicking like her voice and making it deep and goofy, okay.
She did say that in the segment.
She did, but that wasn't her main point. The main question that they were talking about was the whole fake designer stuff, and if she has like her looking jivey or whatever. Quad was asked that by Andy. So she was just answering a question in my personal opinion. Do I think that Sweet Tea bought fake designer? Absolutely. I was in Atlanta for, it seemed like I was in Atlanta for like 2 hours and I already got asked to buy fake designers. So I believe that she probably paid somebody, whatever. And she shouldn't have told Dr. Heavenly. Once again, that's her fault, but I'm pretty sure she learned from that. And, Team Quad.
Girl, you so flip-floppy. Say, you so wishy-washy. Is
I'm right. I'm with people when they're right. I mean, hey, that is what it is. People aren't always going to be wrong. Sometimes they're right.
So you, never mind.
No, so you.
So I what?
No, I'm gonna let that's your square hand.
Do I think that they're wrong for how they treat Sweet Tea? Yeah. But at the same time, Quad can still speak on certain things of Sweet Tea. I mean, I don't think she was wrong in this situation.
Okay.
You're trying. Go ahead, Jasmine.
I think that Quad is pressed like a panini. I think that anybody that's gonna sit up here in these squares and be like, "Oh, my ex-husband, my ex-boyfriend, um, my ex-boyfriend, their new girl is, speaking on me. They're throwing these little jabs." Now, I don't personally believe that Sweet Tea started first. If we're gonna say it was because of whatever was said in the house, I don't necessarily think it was directed at Quad, but we have all seen Quad double down, make fun of her voice. We've made fun of her voice. I've made fun of her voice because she's very country and she has a deep voice. I'm not gonna say for a woman, but just in general, she has a deeper voice. But I mean, for Quad just never holds any accountability. She can't never just stand on it, and that's what gets me about Quad because he asked Heavenly that question, and he was like, "Okay, what you think, Quad?" Well, it came across my desk. Honey, you don't have to speak about you don't know that woman. If it came across your desk, you don't have to read everything that comes across your desk, honey. Grow up, move on. I think that Quad, as much as she's trying to act like she's not bothered, she seems the most bothered. And that's just what makes it sad because Quad doesn't need to be bothered. She doesn't need to have these issues if she's so far removed from Greg and the situation. Sweet Tea hasn't done anything to her. She has responded, and I don't think that she has done anything to warrant Quad in these like jabs. So if she bought some stuff from the African man, oh, I almost said something. Never mind. Go ahead.
Sammy, I'm gonna let you go, but before I do, I forgot to add this part. So I want to add this part so you can speak on the totality of the situation. We can move on, okay? Because we got a little bit more to go, and it's all five of us up here. Let me add this part. Toya then asks Quad why she said that Sweet Tea does not fit in the group. And Quad says, well, everyone is saying that she doesn't fit in the group. Toya says, well, I'm not asking about everyone. I'm asking why you said it.
Right.
Dr. Heavily interjects and says, well, I said it too. I don't think she fits. And Phaedra says, I think she fits. Quad is then asked again by Toya, why repeat it if she doesn't believe it? And Quad says that she believes there is an area for growth as far as Sweet Tea is concerned with her position in the group. Sammy, I ask you.
So the clip they were trying. I mean, it was truly no purpose. Y'all ain't showed Quad in none of the 10 seasons. When y'all did the flashback packages, all of a sudden you show this particular one. Cool, whatever. I'm glad that Sweet Tea finally got to be loud with her insecurity. It was very clear since Quad came on the scene that she's been uncomfortable with it. There's no way that you nor your husband, who's well-educated doctor, thought y'all were going to come on this platform and not have to interact with her, that she wasn't going to speak on you. Hell, everybody, this comment right here, she's been on multiple platforms. She can say no comment. That's not the name of the game, baby. You're not going to come on this show, think y'all finna get at me, toss your shade in your confessionals, and think I'm just going to sit back and be quiet. You think that is just simply stupid. Y'all know how Quad is. You know when you came over here picking with her, she's going to pick back. In regards to Toya, I want Toya to just shut up. The whole, yeah, we all said it, but I'm talking about you. That's the problem. Y'all all want to do things, but y'all want to pinpoint Miss Quad when she does it. What's the difference? Y'all all said the girl didn't fit. She don't fit. But because Quad said it, all of a sudden it's so bad. Girl, get the hell on. Toya, sit back and wait your turn. Just stop talking. Sweet Tea, like, why you speaking on Greg? Why you speaking on me? Girl, y'all was speaking on her. Y'all, we saw when that kicked out of Napa. Y'all was sitting in the confessional. Yeah, I'm glad she gone. When she came at the finale, why would you still want to be around these girls? Hell, it's a contract, baby. You still stuck here with it. You stuck with Heavenly wearing your ass down every chance she gets. So you know how I go by now. Sweet Tea gonna have to get over it. Y'all coming back, get ready to do it all over again. Quad, you gonna talk about her, she gonna talk about you. It's really that simple. I don't think there's no science to it. It's just common sense. But then again, we're talking about Sweet Tea, so hey, y'all do what you want to with that information.
I mean, Sweet Tea's worked in her field. I don't know about Quad.
Well, if Sweet Tea's works in the field, we're gonna have to show. I need some experience.
I'm just saying. I mean, we're talking about intelligence. I mean, Quad.
You're talking about what?
We're talking about intelligence. Quad speaks very eloquently, but she sure doesn't make smart choices.
She left Greg, the smartest one she made so far.
Well, she's still talking about him. He might not be that smart.
She's not talking. She's talking about him because he's talking about her.
No, I'm saying she seems stressed. I would not be still speaking on an ex-husband that was allegedly knocking my block off my shoulder. Or,
all right. You in your corner. Welcome to Tuesday Night Fights. This is the Lean. We're leaning in on the Married to Medicine season 10, episode 2 of the reunion. Thank you for watching us. I think we have over 60 people. Like, subscribe, pick your fighter. Keep watching. Keep supporting. We appreciate it. Happy birthday,
Yep.
Cap Tay Tay,
Happy
Shantae.
birthday!
Y'all go to her, scroll up and go find her link. I dropped it in the group chat. Scroll up, go over there, follow her, and support it, okay? This is what I want to say, and then we're going to move on. I'm thinking about it, right? Yeah, okay.
So usual.
I think I thought that it was hypocritical for Quad to have the stance that, baby, it's my sweet baby, I don't have no problems with you. And I just want to hold your hand and shake you and give you a hug and wish you the best of luck and send you a gift on your impending nuptials. I thought it was a little hypocritical, but Greg has had slick comments. I don't think that Sweet Tea has made much outside of the one stage comment. What did she say she was gonna do to the apartment? To the house?
Exorcism or something like that.
Right.
An
Cleans out the
exorcism.
demons. Cleans out the demons.
She's
And you know,
clean
no
out
tea,
the
no
bad
shade.
spirits.
No tea, no shade. I would too, because if in my opinion, for me, I'm not speaking on Sweet Tea. Lord knows I'm not in her brain trying to think what she's thinking. But for me, if I was to say that and I was to move in there, you know, Sean, if I was moving to somebody else's house, Sean, and that's what Sean be saying, to move into somebody else's house, I'm doing the exorcism. Y'all was allegedly in here with the knives rolling around on the floor, but he wouldn't take trash. She had an attitude, he had an attitude, they wouldn't have no sex. Let me get all this up out there because it's my man now, and I got the time for that. For you and for her. I'm cleansing all of that bad energy out. Because it wasn't just her in a relationship together in the house, it was them. So for me, I would be talking about both of them. Honestly, for me, I wouldn't be with him. But that's just me. Right? Now, so okay, I give you the goose. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't think that Sweet Tea went that hard on Quad. You know, she made a comment here or there. I think Quad went a little bit harder. I guess she can't tell nobody how to fight. I'm fair. I can answer questions, so I give you that. What I do think is interesting is for Quad to say that Sweet Tea has room to grow in this group, and that room to grow is based off of the fashions. First of all, let's talk about the fashions. It's not many real housewives actually buying real fashions, unfortunately. There's not many people on reality TV with real fashions. So if
Including
Sweet Tea,
myself.
someone who everybody is saying is like,
Oh.
See what
Good
happened?
God.
You know him talking that BS.
No, please, honey.
That's what
Dr. Heavily
the
walk around
universe
looking
said.
like a busted can of biscuits, and she want to talk about
uh uh
somebody's
uh uh
clothes.
uh
No, you the one came back in and out, sweetie.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm back now, so you out. Thank you, sweetie. I'm back and now you out.
Sweetie, honey, boo boo.
So, sweetie. So as I was saying, I think it's crazy. Well, I don't want to use the word crazy, but I think it's most interesting for Quad to say that she has room to grow. That even though, you know, Quad was a little slimmer in the waist and objectively more cuter in the face, when she first got on the show, they treated her the same way that they are treating Sweet Tea. And for Quad to have been on the other end of that, regardless of who the person is, I think it's quite interesting for her to have that stance, being unwanted when she got into the group and being unwanted 10 years later amongst the group. I just think it's a little for me. Like, I'm not really living for that stance on her part. Have people said that she has room to grow in the group or she doesn't fit? Or, yes, and that's their opinions. Quad is entitled to hers. I just think it's interesting when we always talk about like going back, like, oh, well, Toya never liked Quad and all of this stuff. And we always going back. Let's go back to first season, the very first episode. Mariah brought her into the group and was concerned of whether or not she wanted to be molded into a medical wife and fit in with the group. Dr. Jackie said she was from a different country and had a different dialect. Uh, Simone said they was going to have to clean up some of the ish that was coming out of her mouth. Poor Toya and not poor, excuse me, Toya and Carrie damn near ragdolled that girl the first episode. Had her in tears in the back of Mariah room. So to go from that, not being wanted amongst the greater majority of the group, season 1, to now season 10, they kicked you off of a whole freaking trip. Had you fly out, did not book you a room, and then kicked you off again, had you groveling and going on an I Am Sorry for 2024 tour, and for you to sit up there and say another person doesn't belong in the group, I would think that regardless of who the person is, and I understand that the circumstances are different because of who she is in the group, but I would think that if you do not want to reach out and touch somebody saying, you maybe don't want to say that, because that is crazy to me, considering that you have been where she is. With the same man. All right. Andy asked Toya, would she be so accepting if the roles were reversed and Eugene brought a new wife onto the show? Toya says, first of all, she's an advocate for the show and would do anything that she needs to do necessary to keep her check. So she would allow him, be okay with him bringing on a new wife, and she would have on a new fine man behind her. Was that shade?
It didn't come off right, but I got what she was saying.
I get what okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. You wasn't tripping.
Okay. I was like, oh, now wait.
No,
How
explain it
Eugene
to
just get
me.
whacked?
It's
I
She
like
don't
still
get.
doing.
she said I had me a fine man behind me too, as if she don't already have a fine man. That's what
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was
Maybe
like,
I'm
she's still
saying.
doing biscuits.
yeah.
All right. Anywho, uh, Andy pivots the conversation back over to Sweet Tea, and Sweet Tea says that she was hoping to be embraced by the group after being heavily courted by Dr. Heavenly. So, Sean, I just wanted to point that out because, we have argued all first half of the season about how she got on this show. Is that okay? Is it all one, two, three, agree or disagree? Even though everybody knew her, everybody was pushing for her to be on the show. Is it kind of widely accepted that Dr. Heavily was most influential and worked the hardest? The texts have been released at this point and leaked, that Dr. Heavily really wanted this girl on the show as well. One, two, three, agree or disagree? One, two, three.
I agree.
Agree.
I didn't hear the question, but if it was
Oh, girl.
heavily full of BS, then yes, I agree.
Ooh, wee.
Wax out your ears and listen up.
I heard enough BS for one night.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, well
yeah.
then you can leave.
I can't, but I ain't. Y'all, well, y'all want Miss
I
Quad me,
put you
baby.
out of this. This is Napa, and you got to go.
My suitcase
At
is
least you know that that's a
unpacked.
quad thing. Yes. Boop.
Okay, y'all, let's go ahead because we got 80 people in here, y'all. We cutting up. Let's get on with it. All right. She says, I was hoping to be embraced by the group after being heavily courted by Dr. Heavily. And once they hung out, things changed and shifted by the time the bachelorette party where they came to pamper everyone was. Her maid of honor told her that Heavenly was talking about her behind her back and wasn't in support of their marriage, which was a shock to her. And that is why Heavenly was not invited to her wedding or disinvited. She was invited, disinvited to the wedding. The cheating allegations brought to the group from Mariah years ago have resurfaced thanks to Sweet Tea going on her social media platform and saying that Dr. Heavenly told her that Mariah told her that when she had the allegation out about Damon, that Dr. Heavenly believed it. Dr. Heavenly adamantly denies that accusation. And I will say this, if we're asking, as we asked earlier, or we all commented earlier, do we believe that Sweet Tea told Heavenly that she get her bootleg clothes from the bootleg man? My answer is yes as well. And just as I believe that, I believe that Dr. Heavenly told her that too. That's what I believe. Uh, so Damon is backstage and he's 38 hot. He wants to know, does Dr. G believe that?
That's so weird.
And Dr. G was like, well, I mean, I don't really know what anyone does. And, everyone says it's a yes or no question. And Damon says, you want some too, old man? And Dr. G says, no, I don't believe it. And one thing about Dr. Heavily and Damon, Dr. Heavily is the mouth and Dr. Damon is definitely the muscle. So two peas in a pod, he laugh at what she do. He kind of lightweight checker, but he don't really care. He think it's funny. He like to laugh. He laugh at her, and if anybody got a problem with it, he'll beat their ass. You guys, what'd you think
Oh.
about this scene, Jasmine?
I was weird. I was cringed by that moment with the men. I thought that was cringy. You've known me for 10 years. Did you think I cheat? I bitch, yeah. Sometimes, maybe a little bit. Sometimes you might step out. I mean, what if he would have said that? And would that be the end of the friendship? Because
He would
I
have got
don't
beat up.
I mean, he would have beat up. I mean, I have plenty of friends. I mean, I guess I would know because we are that close. But if it was just like a friend that I've known for 10 years that I'm not in contact with all the time, I wouldn't. I mean, I would hope they wouldn't be a cheater, but I wouldn't necessarily just go out of my way and be like, "No, you ain't a cheater." I thought that exchange was cringy and it made me uncomfortable. And I thought the man behind it was gassing it up for no reason. Like, I'm glad you. That's why I like Eugene because he doesn't. To me, like it's a yes or no question, dog. Well, if he would have turned around and said, "Curtis, your big back sleuth foot ass, you look like a cheater. You cheat." You know what I'm saying? No, for real. Like, I just thought the exchange was just weird. I do think Heavenly believe or did say that to Sweet Tea as well. So yeah, that's
Before I
all.
move on to you, Dream, I'm sorry, Jasmine. I didn't mean to cut you off, please.
I'm off now. I'm cut
I'm
off.
sorry.
Sorry. Did I cut you?
You cut me. I'm bleeding, but it's
You.
okay. I'm bleeding.
Dream, before I ask you this, and then we're going to move on to the next segment where I will let my gentlemen speak because this is women's one. So I'll let, ladies first and ladies first. I'll let y'all go. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not implying that, Megan. I just said I like that he didn't jump into that. Go ahead.
Okay. It has since been revealed by Mariah over the last few days that she did indeed have receipts, and she was personally asked by Damon to not reveal them. So just wanted to put it out there because someone asked, were we going to discuss Mariah? I didn't watch the whole thing because I find Buffy to be an insufferable bobblehead. So I hate that Mariah's doing anything with her.
Okay.
And I think it's off rent, low rent, like off brand. I think Mariah can find somebody else better to do it.
A piece that was edited out of Carlos's interview as well, from what I understand.
Yes,
What?
I did just see that. Thank you, Antonio, for bringing it up. She also had it in their interview, and she said verbatim, "I had receipts. I still have receipts.
Oh yeah.
I did not want to be responsible for breaking up a family, and Damon asked me not to." So, with all of that into consideration, Dream, where did you stand on this? Thank you, Antonio.
Do I feel like Damon's capable of cheating? Yes, I think anyone's capable of cheating. I'm joining the Dr. G thing. Anyone's capable of cheating, but if Damon, I think that Damon asked him because I think he wanted to see if this is just a women thing, a women argument, or is this like a real thing where y'all are really saying I'm cheating? So I think that's why he asked Dr. G if he thinks he cheated, yes or no. Like, is this just like the women's argument, like something petty? They just need to whatever, or is this like a real situation where y'all are really saying I'm cheating? Whatever. Do I think he cheated? Probably. I mean, probably, yeah. I don't know. That's all I really have to say about it. I didn't really have too much thoughts about it. It's just like he probably did cheat. He just not gonna say it on camera.
Okay, I appreciate that. Well, we're going to move right on because we have two more segments and then we're done with this reunion. We're going to open up the calls to the phones to the people if you want to call in. We love it when you do. And also, next week there's a very special treat that we have for you guys for the finale episode of another season of Married to Medicine, the third one here on the Lean, the 10th one in existence. A very special treat for you guys, and I can't wait for you to watch it. Brilliant. Mwah. So with that being said, while this is going on backstage, T says that Heavy has talked about her marriage, body, and endometriosis, and does she want to be her mother? Heavenly says that she's not concerned. When she was concerned, when T told her that Dr. Greg was controlling. Sweet T said she never told her that. That's a lie. She told her that. And Heavenly says that T gets drunk and tells all her business. And Heavenly wanted to help her make her own income by signing her up through Dr. Heavenly University, which is totally not a pyramid scheme. Okay, so let's. It's not. So let's go ahead. I just want to talk about this really quickly, and then I'm gonna read the rest and turn it over to Sammy and Antonio. I just want to say. On that part where she says that, you know what, I'll save it. Don't worry about it. The business and the industry, she wants to do it totally on a pyramid scheme through Dr. Heavenly University. In the group chat, on the stage, has anybody signed up for Dr. Heavenly University? Show of hands, please. 1, 2, 3. Give me your hands if you. Oh.
I'm done with school, so I mean,
Okay, done with school. I'm going back.
not to Dr. Heavenly University, baby.
I'm not. I'm getting the J. I'm getting the JD, baby.
You see, she had to shut down that beauty supply. That university soon to follow. I wouldn't do it.
Oh yes, Dr. Heavenly University, Beauty School Supply, Dropout School, Hesto.com, bundles on bundles is officially closed. And I think that it's all Contessa's fault for showing up to them events with them blue and pink wigs on and stuff like that. Talking about she got it from the latest store.
The
So
last sale about that store
She
was
did,
that
though.
Dress Heavenly win at this reunion. After that, she shut it down.
Well, Heavenly's story is the African man in the parking lot. So.
So she bought the clothes Heavenly.
Exactly.
The
That's what I'm like.
clothes
Heavenly.
tour. That's how she know.
Okay. For real.
Good Lord. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys. Sweet Tea wants to know why Heavenly was so outspoken on T's endometriosis on social media. And Heavenly says that as a doctor, she would have known much earlier that that was wrong. Heavenly says that she doesn't know what Sweet Tea wants from her, but whatever she's looking for, she's going to get it. And if she wants the motion, she can get it. Heavenly, excuse me, Sweet Tea let her know you can't give me no motion, boo, because I put you in your place. Let me ask y'all a question before we move on in the group chat on the stage. If it's a fight, I'm gonna ask you one by one in order that I see you down to the thing. If it's a fight, the fisticuffs is out. Ain't no Damon in the background. Ain't no Damon in the background. Who's gonna win that one-on-one fight? Sammy, Heavenly, or T? Sammy?
Heavenly better not come. She better not show up.
Exact the moon dog.
Heavenly better not show up.
Yeah, agreed.
T, she got that military thing going on. Heavenly better not. If
Right.
she can't bring Damon, don't come.
Right.
Did you see what she almost did to her sister?
Wait a minute.
What you think she gonna do to you?
Stop playing with me. Oh.
Antonio, who you think gonna win in that fight, Antonio? It's got to be one of them.
I love you, Sweet Tea.
Letitia gonna beat the brakes off Heavenly. Heavenly is a good mouthpiece. A lot of what I've learned from people like looking at Heavenly, we all know that she ain't really no fighter.
Right.
And we know usually it's the loudest person in the room to be the first to get shut down. So Letitia will win out.
You got something to say that, Dream?
Yeah, because it's her turn, Jasmine. Dream, please.
Sweet Tea would definitely win. We know this.
Well,
I like how you just shuffle after you get your step. I love it. Jasmine?
Sweet Tea knocked Dr. Heavenly's head right off her shoulders. And we know that. So she probably
she's one of them people, like from the way she fussing with Quiet, you know, you trying to be reserved, but when you get mad, you just can't help it no more.
Yeah.
That's what you can see.
I'm gonna say, I know that's your girl, and listen, I know I have staunch opinions, but I won't Quad to back up for more reasons than
Yeah, talk about some calm down.
Quad.
Bring it down, bring it the fuck up.
It ain't gonna be that easy with Quiet, baby.
I don't think it'll be. That would be a match.
I cannot fight.
I think Quad will move faster.
Even when she knows.
Strike powerful.
She got what?
But Sweet Tea, I said I think Quad will probably be moving faster, so she'll be getting more hits in. That's just
so. I hear what you're saying, Dream, but the thing about that is, right? You know, you floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee, but all it take a butter bean to hit you one time.
Not a butter bean.
I was talking about the video game, not Sweet Tea. The video. Remember the butter bean video game?
Yeah.
Am I that old? Okay, maybe I'm that old. So whatever.
Sweet Tea can fight. That's why she's there. Leave it alone.
Well, I hope Sweet Tea can fight the way that she acting.
You said what?
I said, well, I hope Sweet Tea can fight because I don't like when people make it seem like they can fight and they can't. You know?
I feel you. I feel you selling wolf tickets.
How does she make it seem like she can fight though?
She gonna beat up her sister.
I just feel like it's when you're upset, you're upset. Everybody can fight, but will you fight, or are you good at fighting?
Will you fight well, or will you get beat up for sure?
Yeah, you string together a combo, 1-2 combo.
Right.
All right, you guys, we're gonna wrap it out. Thank you so much for tuning in to us. I'm gonna drop the link soon. Happy birthday, Shantae. I'm just gonna keep saying it to you.
Birthday.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. So she said you can't do nothing for me, baby. You can't give me no motion because I put you in your place. Heavenly to her, and she looked back at Heavenly, and I said, let them fight. What bad sell make the bad? Let them fight.
Let them hoes fight.
Boom.
Trina, turn them loose. All right. Dr. Jackie chimes in and says that it takes women 8 to 12 years to discover their endometriosis, and then for Black women, even longer. Dr. Heavenly sits there and looks. Simone says, and the diagnosis is surgical, meaning that you have to have surgery to know that you have endometriosis. Dr. Heavenly again looked a little wide-eyed in the face. The camera pans back to Sweet Tea, and Sweet Tea says, so again, why were you talking about me? What's up? What's the tea? Dr. Heavenly says, I done told you 3 times. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga. God, I hate that one. I done told you 3 times. I don't know how many more times you want me to say it. I said what I said, and it ain't changing over here, is what she told her. She says that Sweet Tea is poking at her and looking for a reaction, and that she's going to get what she wants in just a few moments. At that time, Dr. Alicia comes out, and we're going to
Oh,
break it here. Um, Antonio, what did you think?
Um, I guess I can kind of. It seemed like to me, Letitia was taking it more so of Heavenly saying that that Letitia should have known what was going on. But I think what Heavenly was saying was, hey, because I am in the medical field, medical industry, or whatever, because of the pain and stuff that was going on, I probably would have went to the doctor a lot earlier than maybe Letitia did. Which I mean, it's kind of like you can't really say she was wrong for not going to the doctor when she did, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe she did go to the doctor and they just didn't know it. But I am glad that Dr. Jackie kind of spoke up and gave those stats. One thing that she is good at, and it's shooting off some stats. So clearly she know about the Black woman in the body and her job. If she think they are crime wolves sometimes, but
Oh, God.
yeah, so that's kind of what it was with that. I do like that because I don't recall anyone really kind of going at it like that with Heavenly other than Mariah in the past. I don't know of anyone else that really, anytime Heavenly says something, it's like they need to respond back to her. Usually people just kind of let her be, but I like that Letitia, she is early 30s and she's ready. For whatever it is that Heavenly got to give, Letitia is ready to receive it, and she's ready to throw the ball right back at Heavenly. So I do love that because it gets under Heavenly's skin, and she gets so flustered by it. I really don't think that she's used to it. We've seen people kind of throw a read at her or something like that every once in a while, but nobody has really kind of gave as much as Letitia's giving her now. So I love it.
Sticking it to her ass, Sammy.
I enjoyed Sweet Tea sitting up there going at it with Heavenly. Now I'm not gonna lie, when I was watching it and when they asked Heavenly, when she asked her again, and she said, "The bitch, I done told you 3 times." I fell out. Like I can't. I'm so over Heavenly, but those are the moments from her that I love. Like that, I holler when she said that. But then Jackie saying how like the women in their pain. It's like I don't even want to hear her speak about that type of situation anymore. I'm over her. I got what Heavenly was saying, but I do get. I mean, even still, like. I remember Heavenly saying what she would have done, but she did also speak
right.
on feeling like Letitia knew and just was kind of
She did.
She did speak on it, so I wasn't mad at T for pressing her about that. I was just annoyed with Heavenly for many reasons. One being how all of a sudden she understands how Quad has all these good investments, but last year you didn't know how she paid for her home. That's another strike against Heavenly for me. I'm just so sick of her. I'm just so done with her.
We know it didn't come from because what did she? I mean, I don't need to go to Dr. Heavenly University to know how to save my money. Like I don't like anybody paying no money for that. It's like that Donald Trump school that he had, and all the people ended up suing him and stuff like that. A whole bunch of people come together and they end up on a class action lawsuit against Heavenly. I am gonna sign up. Now, Grant, I ain't been
Do you
to her
think? Wait a minute. Do you think one of the ways I got to ask you, Antonio, because you're right here on the line with me? Do you think one of the ways that people save money at Dr. Heavenly University is by furnishing the house the same way that she does?
Boom! Pressure on
big lots, yes. And then they go buy 2 fancy green chairs and throw it in the room.
Talk about it.
Yes.
Y'all have my bedroom set. She got to set. You like that?
And when that lawsuit, when that come across my desk, I'm telling you, I'm putting my name and email address on it. I'm gonna give me a link.
Come across that desk.
I'm gonna put my work email, my business email. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of that money.
Have you been harmed by Dr. Heavenly University? Please. Yes. I'm a kind of thing with a net brace on.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got over 100 people in the room. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Another week at another over 100. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're wrapping it on out. We got Morgan down to the thing. We got Mac down to, hey, Mac, it's been a minute. Y'all know I can't see. Give me my glasses. Sean, we got at King Crud. I don't know who that is. You're new to me, baby, but you're not talking, so thank you. Who else?
Right.
Who else we got? Oh, we love you so much.
Shout out to everybody, all the people in the lane.
All the people, L Vision, all the people, L Vision, Pearl Vision. Holla at me.
Everybody.
All right. So Dr. Alicia is here. And Dr. Alicia joins the group, and she says that joining the group this season for her first season felt like being on a psych ward where everyone had these loud, unprovoked outbursts. But everyone was like, "Oh, okay, girl,
Wait a minute, before you start, can I say one more thing?
please."
I do want to just jump into what I've been seeing in the chat about like if Sweet Tea should have known and did know and all this stuff.
Yes,
I do want to just jump in and say these couple things. When you're in high school, you have issues with bleeding and all those things. They just put you on birth control to regulate it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different reasons why she might not have known exactly what the issue is. So to me, seeing like, oh, if you bleeding this, you should go to the doctor. I feel like to say that this woman hasn't gone to the doctor and she was in the military, you have to go there too. You have to go to the doctor to
Because you
even
have to do
know
a physical.
you have to do a physical. So it just makes me just like it's just so cringy to see women saying all those things when it's just like there's so many different ways that Black women and women in general can be so disregarded and overlooked when it comes to our administration because it's something that happens to us. It's normal, it's a normal thing. Oh, you'll get over it. You just take some Advil or Tylenol or some stuff like that. It's just so cringy to me to see women be like, oh, well, she should have known. She did know. I mean, but
I
just like Jackie said, I mean, not Jackie, but Simone said, it's surgical. She didn't know the full diagnosis because she hadn't had surgery.
And I can't, you can't fault her for that. Like if she went knowing something was wrong and the doctor, the one who's aware, tells her, oh, it's just this, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
What the hell is she supposed to do?
I was
right.
gonna say she said that she did over the years go to get it checked out, and everybody just told her it just is a part of womanhood. You'll be fine. Get over it. Is what she was told. And when
Right.
she clearly explained what was going on to Dr. Simone was the one who recognized that it was a greater issue for her.
Right. And that's sad because I'll be 36 in April. Oh God, I almost passed that. I'll be 36 in April and she's 35. I think she might be 36 this year as well. And it's just
She's
like that's how
32.
I thought she's 35.
Make your point. Speak your
I thought
speech.
she was 35.
No, speak your speech. Speak your speech.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. She's 30 something, and
Okay.
it just shows that the lack of like care and thoughts when it comes to our bodies. Like as women, we need to give each other grace. Like I do feel like if it was me and I was bleeding like that, I would have went to the doctor because that's not normal for me. I didn't start off my menstruation as a teenager that way, so I would have went to the doctor. But if that's the way yours started and that's how it came to you, then you might not. It might just be what you thought. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my 2 cents. Let's give each other
There's something that you
grace,
said.
women. Okay.
Something
No,
you said that stood out right now, Jazz, was as women, we need to give each other grace. And I think that is very important because we're usually hard. Well, I can't speak for everybody, right? But a lot of women are harder on women than they are men. And we need to give each other grace when it comes to certain situations, especially our health. Especially when we have doctors out there like Dr. Jackie.
Oh God.
well, I want to ask this, and this is not a part of this. I mean, I could read Dr. Alicia to her boot, the boot, the boot. We're not gonna read that. We're gonna ask this question, talk about it. I'm gonna talk about Kima. I'm gonna open up the phone lines, and then we're gonna bid you adieu. Over 100 of you. Thank you. Mwah. I should be rapping. You know what I'm saying? Lord,
Okay.
what's wrong with you? You tired?
Am I?
Are you asking me?
Yes, honey. Do I look tired?
Let me put on my glasses and I'll tell you. All right. Anywho, let me ask this. I saw in the group chat as well, and I wanted to highlight that. It's not highlighted now. I don't know who said it, but I saw it in scrolling, and then I missed it. So, but someone said that Dr. Heavenly is responsible or has a great deal to do with the issues between Quad and Sweet Tea. Where
Yeah.
do we land on it? I think that is a discussion that needs to be had because, in my opinion, if there's one thing Dr. Heavenly knows how to do is put wedges in relationships. She always wedges herself in between relationships. I feel like there were moments throughout the years between Quad and Mariah that when they weren't arguing, they wanted to be each other's friend, and right when you're about to get it, Dr. Heavenly. I feel like there are moments that we're going to talk about next episode for sure with Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie, where it seems like we might be getting somewhere with it, and boom, Dr. Heavenly. I think that she's a professional relationship ruiner, and it's always in her best interest. I think that I, I don't. I don't want to give her too much credit for this, but I do think that she is always money first. And she like, girl, now I told you came down to the thing. You didn't want to argue with her. You wanted to shake her hand and be a friend. Now people got rid of you. You want to come back next season. You better get to this argument, get to this thing, get out here, apologize to these girls, kiss their booty and booty lick them. And you better figure out a reason to have issue with Sweet Tea. And I'm not saying that she does not have a logical issue. I'm not saying any of that. I just think that that is what happened as far as the conversations between Quad and Dr. Heavenly is concerned, because Heavenly does recognize that Quad is an integral part of the show, but if Quad does not come in and do what is expected of her, they're going to get rid of her for yet another season as a callback to her for yet another season. So I think that she has a way of an interesting way of worming her way through relationships. What do you guys think about that? Because that's something that's been on my heart, and I'm glad that someone brought it up. Sammy, what do you think? Am I just imagining this? Am I fugazi? Like, what's going on?
I see what you're saying, but I'm not faulting her. It was very clear that when she wanted Sweet Tea to come on there, what she wanted her for, Quad was aware of that, so she played it the way she did when her and Sweet Tea were cool throughout the season. So for them to have an issue now, it's either because they both wanted to and they just didn't want to look pressed, but now they have reason to. So I'm not gonna put that on Heavenly. She wanted it, but them girls, that what happened at their reunion, that was them wanting to go at each other. So Heavenly probably she put it out there. She probably pushed for it to go, but I'm not going to fault her for them actually leaning into it. The same way I'm not going to fault her for Jackie and Simone's situation. Y'all can't go around and always want to have these spills and say about Heavenly's this type of person, Heavenly's bad with this. But then y'all are still allowing it to happen. Y'all are just as guilty. If she's guilty, y'all are just as guilty because y'all are allowing it to go on. Y'all already had one big fallout, and Heavenly was a part of it. And y'all making amends now. Next week it looks like that Simone saying it's Heavenly again. Like, it's not Heavenly at this point. It's y'all grown asses. I'm not gonna put all that on Heavenly.
But here's what I think, though, right? When people do little things and say little things, it's just always the little things is what pique my interest, right? So the little thing is never was addressed. Dr. Contessa last season, remember we had a big thing about that and we really want to know what it meant.
I still
When,
do.
and we still do. Dr.
Yep.
Contessa told Dr. Jackie at the Heavenly intervention last season, you were right about what you said about Heavenly. You were right. I should have listened to whatever she said. It's been a year. I don't really remember
You
verbatim
said
what she said.
everything you said about her was true.
What the hell did she say about it? So to me, it makes me believe that if this show was to end today, I think that they would have a level of friendship. I just don't think they would have the level of friendship that they have now. And I think the reason why Jackie does not discard her is because Heavenly, she don't even have to ask Heavenly to do dirty work at this point. Heavenly willingly does it for her. Antonio, what do you think?
No, I can see both sides, but still, if you got somebody like Quad said, and I thought this kind of ate Simone alive when she was like, everybody knows Heavenly and Jackie are like this, and to look at them and see them on social media and see them doing press runs together, and they talk about how they go shopping and stuff like that. You really don't know what type of seeds that Heavenly may be planting. Yes, it's up to Jackie to kind of know her friend of 20 plus years and know what Simone will and won't do. But sometimes it might just be like, that kind of makes sense. Or I never thought about this that way. It's the same with Quad and Sweet Tea. Emily wanted them to fight. That's why she fought so hard to get Sweet Tea on the show. That's why she wanted Quad to come back, because she saw, oh, Quad, this is your way back in. You come on here and fight with Sweet Tea. I think that's kind of the start of everything, because if you're on live with somebody and that person is throwing shade at somebody and you don't necessarily disengage from that and you kind of lean into that shade that person is throwing, it does, give that person a little bit more ammunition to push you a little bit further into that fight than maybe what you thought you were willing to go into it, if that makes sense. So I definitely can fault Heavenly. Yeah, it's they're grown people, but Heavenly definitely knows how to instigate, and she does it very well.
Dream.
Second what Antonio's saying, but at the same time, Heavenly is messy. I'm pretty sure she intentionally tells people lies to try to get everyone mad at each other. I'm pretty sure she does that because she tries to play producer. But it's really up to these grown-ass women to have a mind of their own and to not fall for certain traps. For Dr. Contessa, though, that was different, in my opinion, than what she's doing to these ladies. But they're all grown. Like, you shouldn't you already, well, from past experiences and from Heavenly's track record, we all know that she's messy. She's going to go on her live and talk mess behind your back and stir up drama. Just because she apologizes doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to change her behavior, because she never does. And somehow it's really weird because they really wanted an apology from Quad, but Dr. Heavenly apologizes and does the exact same thing to them season after season after season after season, because this season her lives were lit the way that she was talking about them, and I could have sworn she said she wasn't going to be talking about. But anyways, different rules, different goalposts for different people. But I feel like they're grown and that they should be grown enough to know not to let Heavenly get in their ear about anything.
Jasmine?
I think that, yeah, people are grown and you shouldn't let people, manipulate you into situations that you don't want to be in. I do think that Heavenly is a overgrown ass bully, and I feel like her place in this, in this show, kind of just keeps her around. I feel like if she wasn't on the show, that these women wouldn't be her friend. I think that Jackie is just being close to her now because she needs someone to speak up for her, or things that she wants to say that she doesn't feel comfortable saying. So I don't know. I think it's weird. I do think though that's in friendships that are necessarily like not a triangle, but like I'm friends with this person and that person's friends with this person. I feel like there is a reason or a way for another friendship to interfere with yours. So I think as far as Simone and Jackie, I do think that Heavenly's like the way she intrudes and puts herself in their friendship could be a factor of why they haven't been so close as of lately. And I do think that as friends of that long, that Jackie should make some adjustments or hold some accountability for that. But I think that Heavenly is busted can of biscuits. I think that she is a bully. I think that she's never really had friends, so that's why she comes around this friend circle and does the things she does. She's not a girl's girl. But yeah, I think that Heavenly's a monster under your bed.
Okay. All right. Oh wow. Okay, where do I go? Okay.
Yeah.
Where do I go from here? Where do I go from here?
Yeah,
Come on, Tamar. Is it Tamar's birthday? Is it Tamar's birthday today too?
No,
is it not? But she's a Pisces too, right?
it's Tracy's death day. That's why she.
Oh Lord,
Oh.
Jesus!
Oh.
I didn't mean to say that part, but I thought she
Rest in
didn't.
peace.
Was it on the day?
That's why she cussed that girl out today, Sammy.
What girl? What's happening?
Okay, so it was a kerfuffle on Instagram. Tamar's not a part of this show, but what I do want to say, now knowing that, is rest in peace, Tracy, because I love Tracy.
Loves Tracy. Big Tracy.
I love Tracy. My favorite Tracy moment is, don't test me, Tamar. Because that's cameras. Don't test
Do
me,
we?
okay?
Baby, that wig used to be
Because what
bob.
she said, Tamar.
Oh my God. Oh, that's
Okay,
big.
anyway.
Super.
Rest in peace and happy, I don't know, not happy, but anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we'll move right on. Some things that happened throughout the reunion that we can talk about. What's the girl name? The girl name is Dr. Alicia. She showed up. Hey, Alicia. There was a segment
Ooh.
where Heavenly was asked about the Infamil in the cabinet. I know, Jasmine, when me and you did the show, we talked about this. She says
Right.
that the Infamil was not about the actual, not about having a baby, even though she confided in the sweet tea that she had a dream that her oldest son was going to have a baby soon. If you're confiding in that, of course you told that girl you wear fake clothes, and of course you told her that Mariah had me shook. I think that for Sweet Tea, she was lulled into it. And for me, I really feel like Heavenly was just building a relationship and a rapport so that she felt comfortable enough to come on the show.
It was very very underhanded. Like, it was just.
Heavenly, I'm gonna give you this little bit of information, and you can give me all your information. I'm gonna
A
give you this.
monster.
Like a fool.
Yeah, it wasn't that wasn't cool at all. And I wouldn't be mad if Sweet Tea hopped up off that couch and onto the other one to get Heavenly. I wouldn't be mad at all. She played that girl. It was whack.
Well, I'm glad that you're saying this now, Sammy. So let me just go ahead and pull the pages back to a couple episodes in the beginning when I
You
said
gonna
that she
pull
was
that page
playing her
back
from
and
the
I'm gonna say the
beginning.
same thing, because I've always said I didn't care about Heavenly.
Well, I wasn't saying about you.
QJ.
Good
okay.
Lord. That was a segue.
Okay.
Move on.
Put up your dude. Come on. Good Lord. Scrappy dude. Calm the hell down.
Jesus, sorry.
Bitch can't even segue no more without getting her ass D.
You
Good
don't have.
Lord. Can a bitch do her job? Okay. No, what I was trying to say for the group chat, because there's a lot of people in this group chat that are with us now. That when I said that girl was getting her drunk and pumping her for teas, the people told me no. And what did she say on this reunion? You share a lot of information when you're drunk. And she continued to order the girl shots. And she continued to pump that girl for teas and get all her information and get her coats on the show. We've seen the text messages. I'm sorry.
Oh, not what's the name from Players Club?
Ronnie,
Not Ronnie from Players.
she said you
Drunk
tired of
bitch.
making dry chicken adobo? You to come over here with us.
Drunk bitch. No, just kidding.
But yeah, but seriously though, I'm glad that it reveals itself. It all comes out in the wash, because that was discussed, and people, all of us had our various opinions. I don't remember what anyone's opinion is. That's why I wasn't like coming for you, Sammy, because I don't remember what you said. To be honest with you, it was so long ago. But I do remember me saying verbatim that I felt that Dr. Heavenly was pumping her for teas and being sneaky, dirty, and underhanded, and it's revealed that she was. So that was something that happened that we needed to go ahead and mention. I just want to make sure, because now I'm doing a high level overview because the rest of this was irrelevant, in my opinion. Until we got to the husband sit down with Andy. There was one more point I wanted to mention, because it was about Quad. Oh, yes. Dr. Alicia joins, and so she makes a quip about it sometimes being calm. Andy asks Dr. Simone about whether or not the group felt what Simone felt that the group really did have a better time in Napa without Quad. And Simone says that it was just a lot going on the night before, and that with Quad going, they were able to have a better trip. Quad says that she didn't take that too kindly because she's a fun-loving person and she's positive and she likes to have a good time and bring positive energy and sunshine to everyone that she's encountered with. And Simone says, yes, when Quad chooses to be. I was going to ask, no, go back, go. But I'll go ahead and ask you, Dream, what you think about that situation where I'm so sick of him. Where
I'm sorry.
I'm so sick of him. Where Quad took umbrage to the fact that the group made the comment that they were having so much fun in Napa without Quad, even though it was drive that chicken adobo to watch.
Oh,
I heard that. Drier than Sharice's crab boil. But I think that Quad was well within her rights to stand up for herself with that comment, because I do feel like they made it seem like it was just like this evil spirit that Quad had, and as soon as she left, it just suddenly like, whew, everyone became fresh again and everyone's fine. Like, no, it wasn't. I don't feel like it. They really made Quad seem like a monster that Heavenly is, according to Jazz. And I don't like that, because I don't feel like Quad is a heavy cloud over anybody. I feel like she's kind of like brightened up the situation. Every time I seen her on my screen, I was happy to see her. That was me.
You hold on to it, Jazz,
What?
not you. Well, go ahead. You just what?
I don't have nothing to say.
Yes, you do. Say it.
Say it.
No, I just feel like that is not. I just feel like that is not what you were saying in the beginning of this season. It's just seeming, but everyone can change their mind,
But I said that Quad was a cloud over everybody?
No, I just feel like you felt like Quad, you weren't like this, like, rah, rah, Quad. But I mean, hey.
I don't like the way they did Quad. And that includes the session how they did Quad. So I ain't like it then, and I ain't like it now.
Okay, maybe I've missed a few episodes.
Let's rewind the tape.
Well, I mean, we can. I don't mind. I haven't been.
I probably did say it low key.
You did. It's okay though.
I'm just kidding. Let me
judge. I'm not going to go back to forth, sweetie, but I know that you did say that.
But if we rewind the tapes, I didn't say that.
You did. But it's fine. That's your square.
It's my turn.
All right. Thank you, lady.
Square.
I know what I said.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this. Quad is, I think that we can all understand that being in a group, and if somebody is kind of just like or they're kind of like, everybody's not feeling them, when they leave it can be more refreshing. I mean, y'all did go on it, I mean, even just like a cabin trip or anything like that. It could be anything. It can be any type of situation. So
I'm sorry.
name them.
Name
I ain't
'em.
got it. I ain't got it.
Sammy, name them.
Name them.
What you think, Sammy?
Yeah, she was well within her right for them to mention that because I mean they get together, they band together, and they pick. Because last year Heavenly was the Cloud when they was up in that theater. This year is Quad. And then when Quad left, all of a sudden the Cloud was gone for a couple of episodes. Until Simone said, "Hey, bitch, we finna take you back to where Curtis cheated on you at." So I mean, it's not Quad, it's them. They just want to pick and choose who. It's always gonna be Quad if it can be Quad, but them girls gonna be a mess whether she's there or she's not there, as we saw.
Okay. Antonio, you have anything you want to add on this?
No.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't. I felt it. Listen, I have worked with these people, some of them for years at this point, and I can kind of feel their energy sometimes. That's the you had to say about that, do it. All right. Do I think the group got along a lot better without her? Absolutely, they did for those 5 minutes. Was it a long, torturous 5 minutes to watch while they were getting along? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. All right. The husbands are out. They sit with Andy. Dr. G says that Phaedra did tell him that any man that she was dealing with was going to have to give her $4,000, and he didn't have it. And so the best he could do was dream about having a relationship with her because he didn't actually.
What?
Um, so at this point, everybody's saying that Phaedra's dead on this situation. Does she need to lie down, Sammy?
Yes.
Okay. Antonio, does she need to lie down or is she steadfast to the truth?
I mean, she can like well he didn't he said that she was like she don't want no man that can't do for her what she can't do for herself. I still agree with Phaedra that the 4K is kind of like because I'm like, was that her mortgage and her house bills? Like, where did the 4K come from, and why not 5 or something? I don't know, but yeah, she asked for some kind of money in some kind of way. So yeah, she can go
She
ahead and
mentioned money. She's a Scorpio.
I believe that.
We're going to have that money conversation. Jasmine, you say you believe it?
I definitely agree. I think she definitely asked him the way that Dr. G explained it. That's the way I feel like she did it, like exactly that way. I mean, for like how Quad said, like, "Oh, you asked him for $4,000." She probably was like, "I have a monthly allowance of $4,000, so you're gonna have to match that type of situation."
But you know what I honestly think it is, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, Dream, for a quick yes or no. I honestly think it was the way that he explained it is the way that it happened. Now the way that he told them was I had to cut her loose. We just friends. I had to cut her loose. She was asking $4,000. I had to let her go.
Sean
So that's
said
the way
that's
that
her
they
day
got it.
rate.
Huh?
She says
Sean
a
said
lot.
that's her day rate. That's where the number came from. Sean says her day rate.
Could Apollo afford that, Sammy?
Well, you know
yeah.
what, Apollo, I would say yes. Given
He
what
can
we
afford
know
that.
now.
Hey,
With G
Apollo, a
Club.
fine man. That man is beautiful, and he's a felon, but he's a beautiful felon. I just want to let you know.
But is
Jasmine,
he a freaky felon? That's what I want
even
to
He's
know.
better.
a. I bet he didn't need no
Wait,
money
hold
because
on,
he
hold on, hold
probably
on.
has a third leg. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. Antonio, you were saying something?
I said no. I said Apollo is a very attractive man. He looks even better in person for sure.
Oh,
He is so fine in person. Let me tell you, I was at that event when he finally came clean about Lionel Kenya down the Peter Thomas restaurant. I was there. I about fell out. Oh my
I don't even like him like that, but it's something about maybe it's the jail time.
Apollo.
I don't know.
You know who else fine? Dream. Let me tell you, who fine Dream. I hate to say it,
Dr. G.
but Drew husband was in Neiman Marcus.
Ugh.
Oh my God. Oh,
Ugh.
that is a fine man. No, he fine, girl, and he had on sweatpants. Dream.
His head look like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dream.
Phaedra definitely asked for the money. I believe Dr. G on that part.
Okay. All right. Short,
Unfortunately.
sweet. I love it. All righty. So Dr. G is asked about inviting a stripper. He says that it was a joke. Did anybody find it funny?
No.
No. Well, I didn't find it funny. Andy
I laughed.
takes You're an evil bitch. I gotta say it on camera for everybody.
And Genuine said the same OG. Ain't nothing changed, baby.
Sammy Family.
Ain't nothing changed.
They talk about Super Big Fred again, and Andy's taking
Oh,
notes. So you put your sprinkle? Did he sprinkle it on there? How big was it?
I can't believe Eugene was like, "Oh, it was."
What are you doing talking
He loves talking about Super Big
Like,
Fred.
sir, why do you remember? Like,
There's nothing wrong with a little backdoor play if you wanted to get it pop. You think? Do y'all think Toya? What y'all? Oh,
No,
don't
no,
do that.
no. Keep
Nope.
reading the paper.
Don't
Jay.
do it.
Read the paper.
What?
No,
Yowza. Almost got
in the
it.
group chat, y'all can answer it, but they don't want me to up here. All right. All right, so we're gonna move on for oh boy. We get to Kima, and they, ask him
Is Kimmy cute?
Sometimes. Not tonight. though.
not all the times.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Sometimes. That means some.
I'll say I haven't seen Kima look ugly.
Yeah, but I did not like that. I did not like that white tee with that black suit.
You know,
Like that.
it was his first union. I let it go. Like,
Okay, so then if it's his first reunion, is we gonna let Sweet Tea go get away with looking like prune juice up there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
She look cute in the face and makeup and stuff.
Mhm.
She did. Now she did look cute in the face.
Because she has a naturally cute face.
And
She look cute with her
that's why
makeup.
we say she looked cute for it. But listen, now I will say this on camera, from here up,
Yes.
I didn't even mind the top on camera. But when she stood up and had them 3 big old purple loofahs on her dress like that,
The pom poms.
Is Kima cute or not? Oh, okay.
depends on the day. Depends on what I'm going through.
It's
that's
something
Keisha and Pam. Whoa.
I love the come on, goddamn.
It's
Okay,
not.
anyway.
Sorry.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it on out. So Doctor he's a doctor, yes. Dr. Kima says that in regards to his the comment he made about
Train.
the nuts or whatever, right? That comment that he made, he said that what it implies is that it's about happy wife, happy life. And happy wife and happy life implies that in order to make your wife happy and have a happy, successful marriage, that men have to go ahead and stop what they want in order to go ahead and make sure that their wife is happy. And sometimes that comes at the detriment of the men in the marriage. They can go, i.e., 2 years without having sex or sleep in the same bed, sleeping in different bedrooms. The camera pans over the doctor, not doctor, funny. The camera pans over to Cecil. Why that camera panned over to Cecil, Sammy?
Well, you know, they was living in different houses at one point. Like,
They had 2 whole houses.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And
they
Quad
wasn't
was
having no
making up
sex.
for you.
But I would say, didn't they have a moment where they said they weren't sexual for a few
They
months?
weren't having no
Like
sex.
up to 8 or 9 months?
None.
I would have been at
Eugene
the other house too.
Eugene says that he was offended by it. Good Lord. He was offended by it and insulted because he is saying that women cannot be assertive, that they're doing too much. Kima says that in relationships and in society, he's speaking in relationship wise and not in society wise, saying that women in society can be whatever they want to be, but in the relationship, he prefers to be the domineering figure. They both exchange words. Damon chimes in and Damon says that he absolutely 100% agrees with controlling his wife, as does Kima. No, he didn't say that. He just agrees with,
Yeah,
he didn't say that.
without saying it.
But he agrees.
He did a little bit, but he agreed. But he says that he does not need to be loud to show that he is a dominant figure in his household. Was that shade?
I mean,
It
I don't
was.
know. Doctor, he makes me. His quietness is starting to creep me out. So I don't know.
Antonio?
Yeah, it was definitely shade. When he said it, that was shade, and it was kind of like, you know, you can control her without letting everybody know that you control her. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's something that we get to see that they don't show inside of the home, being that they don't show the inner workings of Heavily in Damon's marriage. So maybe we don't get to see him, controlling, because they don't show it that much. But I definitely think that was his way of kind of like telling, Kima to kind of make, or maybe it was his way of saying, Now, also, I do like how Kima answered the first part of the question where it was like, happy wife, happy life, but does my happiness, not matter? He was kind of getting a couple of points with me on that. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Not saying that I 100% agree or disagree with it, but I definitely think he made a good point with that. And he seemed like he had studied because, you can kind of know what people are going to come at you about. So it was like he, in his mind, already had that answer made up of what he was gonna, the way he was gonna try to finesse it. So I'm not mad at that.
Right.
Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree. Eugene says that he views Toya as his equal. That does not make him less of a man. And Kima says that he views relationships as 51-49. With that being said, Jackie is backstage and she says that it is a level of ignorance for a man to think that he can control a woman. Alicia implies, well, not implies, but she states that he was just joking. Toya says, but he said it about you, not about y'all, so that's not a joke. With that being said, we get back to Kima, who doubles down on not doing oral. He says that in Jamaica, or for Jamaicans, it is taboo. They're not loud about that kind of thing, or they're sexualized, and they don't do oral. Jasmine, is that true?
Oh, say what?
Ain't she Jamaican?
Oh, okay. I mean, I do feel like some older. I feel like older Jamaicans, or in like the old culture, not old culture, but this older. Yeah, I don't think that a lot of them do, but you will find a Jamaican that will lick you from the rooter to the tutor, from the feet to the head, from the head to the feet, from the knees to the whatever. You will find
Snap
one.
out of it.
My bad, but you will find one. I mean, they're sexual men, so it kind of clashes that he doesn't do that. But I felt like it was more. I don't know, but I understood what he was saying. But I don't think that modern day or my age and even 40s, maybe some 50s won't do that. They like to taste the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? From
Okay.
what I heard, I have
They like to lick the chocolate.
yeah. For what I know, I mean, I have a
Okay, Lean After Dark.
yeah.
Before we get to the rest of the panel, I have dropped the phone number in the comment section in the group chat. Y'all go ahead and dial us up. Call us. Tell us what you think about the show. We're gonna be nice. All five of us are gonna be nice because we're nice people. Oh, we got the hotline blinging now. Okay, hotline bling. Well, you can hold on just a few moments. Before we move on, I'm gonna get the rest of the panel's thoughts briefly, but I did want to go ahead and tell Isabel. Thank you, Isabel,
Thank
for
you,
keeping
Isabel.
the lean alive by your donation.
Ten
You
dollars
too
each.
have
Oh,
bought 2 more weeks of lean content. You can also buy lean content by sending us more super chats in the eyes
oh.
of an angel. Thank you guys. The phone lines are
Well,
open. Dream, what'd you think about the last segment? Let's wrap it on out. Let's do it.
Dr. Kima explained himself way better than he did in the previous week scenes. I honestly don't have too much to say because if he's saying it's a cultural thing and it's it's what's works within their relationship, that's them. Who am I to really pass judgments on that? I don't think that but at the same time, I do second what Damon said. You don't have to be loud about something if just because that's your belief. Like you honestly can keep it to yourself and not really indulge too much with other people who don't believe in the same things that you do because it can make you look a certain way, like controlling as they look at him already. You know what I mean? But as far as his belief system, that's him. It works for them. That's cool. If Alicia likes it, I love it. And I like the way that they defend each other, honestly, because they must have had some type of conversation beforehand because the way that both of their responses were, it was so in sync. And I love that for a couple.
Okay.
Or it could be Argentina.
Oh well, we had some. Okay, well, they dropped off. So go ahead, Sammy, please.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. If it works for them, it works for them. What Dream said, I'll echo because from Alicia's response to both his, it seems like she's okay with. I don't know if I want to call it well, yeah, a balance. The balance of her being, at home with the kids and him, doing whatever he's doing. He 100%, in my opinion. He wants to say he was joking now, but when he was giving that during the season, he meant what he said. And it's
Yeah.
a cultural thing, so I don't know if we can fault him, but it does seem like being around these men and being on the show, listening to the opinions of how he was, putting out his stuff, how it made him go back and probably either rethink it because now it's more so that she's teaching me and I'm teaching her. But hey, it's that stay home, the $150,000, the he ruling the world, whatever they got going on, if it worked for them, yeah, it worked for me.
Okay. Antonio?
Um,
You want to go to the caller and come back?
It worked for Antonio too.
because I think I thought I had already given my.
I'm sorry. That is on me. You absolutely did. I apologize, Antonio. Let's go ahead and get up. I saw $50. I got to jumping in that thing like fuck that charity event. Remember before
Please,
they came and dropped that check off season 5?
no.
Anyway, all right. So our caller, LC Charm, how are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. You sound great, by the way. What you thinking?
I'm thinking first, the young lady who was disagreeing with that young lady, the one in the blue. I
Oh
agree
God,
with
her
her.
name is
There's more.
Jasmine.
Uh-uh.
Okay. Sorry, Jasmine. I didn't mean to be rude
It's
about that.
okay.
I agree with Jasmine about the what's going on between her Heavenly's husband. But anyway, back to the beginning. I thought the reunion was okay. I'm just so tired of everybody giving Heavenly all kind of passes. That the women, if they want to be friends with Heavenly and know how she is, that's on them, but you're gonna have to start stepping up and stepping on her. Simone is gonna have to decide whether she wants to still be friends at the level that she was with Jackie,
Okay.
knowing that she and Heavenly are a tag team now, and she views Heavenly and Simone on the same level. If Simone is good with that, then she should stop fighting it and just go with it. But if she's not, step away, step back, be cordial, keep it moving. Sweet Tea, she just needs a little bit more season. That's all she needs. She needs to know when to jump in and how to jump in. And now that she knows that Heavenly means her no good, we'll just have to watch and see how she moves now. But she gets under Heavenly's skin, and I don't know whether because she's younger or because Heavenly just thought she would just be able to roll over her, and she's found that Sweet Tea isn't gonna let her just roll over her, whatever the case is. But Quad, I never liked Quad. I didn't even like Mariah. I like Mariah more
Oh,
now than I did before. So how they did Quad, it was a little much. But Quad's a big girl. She can handle herself. So
Okay.
that's my thoughts on all of them.
well,
Okay.
LC Charm, thank you for calling in. Thank you for supporting us, giving
Yes.
Oh,
us your thoughts. We really do appreciate it. Tune
thank
into
you.
us next week. It is our last week together for this season, and we appreciate you for calling in, okay?
Bye
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. I'm crying like Quad. So you don't know. You know, it's no tears coming out.
Okay. Listen, when y'all call up on here, LC Charm did a great job. Don't be surprised that we still be in a little bit of Tuesday night fight mode. Like, put them up. Oh, Corey, girl, you being nice. Okay, we sorry. So, with that being said, over 100 of you, Jasmine, over 100 of you,
I just thought about it
um,
with Jasmine. You know how I
you were
feel
like,
about
what?
No, I just said about that with Jasmine. You know how I feel about that. You know, everybody call me Jazzy Jeff, Jazzy
What you
Faye.
doing now?
I just, I don't like it.
Okay, you're right. All right, you're right. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. Thank.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Isabel, for the super chat. We appreciate your support, keeping the lean alive. To all of the viewers keeping the lean alive, thank you so much. Again, last week had 1.5 million viewers. We appreciate that. Um, Sammy, Antonio, Jasmine, Dream, thank y'all for making it such a great show. Coming in here with your opinions, they are valid, they are heard. Happy birthday, Shantae. I
Happy
want to
birthday.
thank you to
Thank you.
Morgan, to LC Charm, to everybody in the group chat. Y'all know I wouldn't admit you, Sean, El Vision, all of the people, Art World, all of the people who come and support us. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. We'll see you next Monday for what? Excuse me, wait. Tomorrow, I apologize. We'll see you tomorrow for the last episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills,
Is
season
it?
13. Yes, it is.
Wow.
So that's wrapped up. Potomac has 2 more regular season episodes, which I know Antonio's happy about, and you as well, Jasmine. And then the reunion starts, and then next week is the last Married to Medicine. And then for this particular summer season here on our programming at the Lean, you will be able to watch us Monday nights for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And Sammy's a part of that group. So you'll be able to see the Real Housewives of New Jersey, bring it to you. And if you thought
Jersey.
Tuesday Night Fights was bad, you ain't see nothing like Jersey.
Team
All right, you guys.
Teresa. Oh, sorry.
All right. All right. That's new. That's new. All right. With that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in, watching us, and we appreciate you. Have a good night.